Alright, so here I am in sunny Tela, Honduras. I'm doing this a few days after I originally did it. The issue being that the first video I did for this was too long, and so every time I tried to upload it, it just eventually wouldn't work. So I'm going to split it into two videos and get you guys updated on driving, especially through Mexico. So first things first, I'm glad I didn't bring a top carrier with me. It just would have stuck out a bit too much. I really wanted to bring some more books and some other stuff, but I saw probably one maybe two, the entire time after I crossed the border from the U.S. into Mexico, all the way down to Tela, which is a good 1,000 miles at least, and so. I might have been a target for more stops. Maybe the police would have pulled me over. Who knows about banditos? Where I didn't see any, maybe I would have seen some if there'd been a top carrier. So I'm glad I made the choice not to use one. In addition to obviously the gas benefits of not having that extra windbreak. As far as Mexicans go, they're very good drivers from what I can tell. I didn't see one accident the entire time. I finally saw an accident in Honduras, but none in Guatemala, none in Mexico, through some very, what could have been treacherous driving conditions as far as the fog. That I put up a picture on Facebook about. Fog went on for a good 16 kilometers probably, and everyone I'm sure was on edge, but they did a very good job, handled themselves, didn't act like fools, and we all got through it. But just in general, they're good drivers. The truckers are extremely professional. I know a lot of people have issues with big trucks and get scared of them or driving around them, but these guys, as long as you treat them with respect, they're not going to mess with you. And honestly, I feel safer around them. And the truckers do this really cool thing, and some of the other cars do it too, but especially the truckers, because they're professional drivers, where they'll put on their left turn signal when it's okay for you to pass them, because there are a lot of two-lane roads. Even the highways are two lanes, one going towards you, one in your direction. And so if you can't see quite far enough around to pass them, they'll put on their left turn signal so that it's good to go around them, which is really cool. It's something that we should probably adopt up north. And also, they'll use, not just the truckers, but everyone will use their hazard lights if there's going to be a stop coming up. So you're on the highway, there's construction, whatever, they'll throw on the hazard lights so you know that you're going to be slowing down more than just usual. So it's not just regular brake lights. And I guess some people do that up north. We also use the flashing the brake lights, just keep tapping on the pedal. And so using the hazards seemed to work pretty well once I figured out what was going on. It just meant you were going to stop a little faster than usual. I stayed at a hotel in Querétaro with a biker gang, Harley gang, so that was pretty funny. They do have them down here. It had chapters from El Paso, Texas. It had chapters from Mexico City and from other places around Mexico. And honestly, I felt safer around the biker gang than I would have if I stayed at a hotel without bikers, because who's going to mess with the bikers? They seemed like friendly people. I didn't really talk to them, but they were just having a good time and enjoying their biker lifestyle. All right, so that's it for part one, and I'll be back with part two.